boop, 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 boop. Yeah, we didn't go to the bar. We were going to, but we decided to get our steps in. Coach Brian with Eric.
Good morning.
He's one of our veterans of the group. He's going to be in on 4.0. He's also one of my clients here. Eric's been in a few of my videos, so we like to have little discussions. And so he bought what, 30
Halo tops because they were half off.
Half off. So he's got a whole refrigerator full of Halo tops. He's not sharing with me, so I'm pretty upset about
You
it.
can have fun. Chocolate Monkey's pretty good too. That's
Chocolate Monkey.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
My favorite is strawberry.
My pistachio almond all day. Or pistachio.
Pistachio almond. So I haven't had a chance to try that one. I just kind of stick with. I'm kind of habitual, so I'll stick with one. So what is Halo Top Hump Day? So it means that you take your Halo Top and you add it to your court expenditures for the day. So that means that if you are a 1,800 calorie person, that means you intake 1,500 calories.
Can I eat 6 of them? Nothing else?
Could. It has a
I'd be really hungry.
adequate balance. I wouldn't recommend it by no means, but it's a good way to track your calories for the day. It's not the best option, but
no, I'd be hungry.
So Eric had a question about carbs.
Yeah.
So he was wanting to know, like, what is adequate carbs?
Or what's too much? You know,
or what's too much?
If I don't eat carbs, I'm miserable. I don't feel well.
Right.
But I'll lose a lot of weight quick.
Right.
As soon as I eat carbs, that weight comes right back on.
Right.
So, difference between healthy carbs, good carbs, and how much should I eat every day?
So carbs is a unique question. So what I want you guys to think about within carbs is, are the question whether or not if they are essential or non-essential. Are they essential or non-essential? Do we actually need carbs? Good question. So there's a lot of people that say absolutely not. Don't need carbs, and carbs promote a lot of different unhealthy behaviors, and they cause problems. But carbs are essential part of nutrients in our bodies. So I'm the firm believer in this, that we should do everything in moderation. So carbohydrates should be 30% of your diet. So if your caloric intake again is 1,600 calories, quick 30%, 20% of that's 300, so about 350 calories of carbs should be 30%. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
By calories, not by grams.
Yep. Well, you can figure out the
right. You can calculate. I'm
calculate it. So the way you calculate it is you take 1,600, multiply it by 0.30. That's going to give you 30% of calories. And then one gram of carbohydrate equals 4 calories. So you're going to take the number of 1,600 times 0.30 and divide it by 4. That's going to give you total grams of 30%.
1,400, so 1,400 grams of carbs.
No.
Right.
No, it'd be
350.
350 divided by 4.
Oh, divided by 4.
Yeah, 350 by 4. Yeah.
I'm being greedy.
So it'd be about 90 or
90 grams.
90 grams. Yeah.
Backwards. Sorry.
90 grams. So he also had another question. So it's just a focus. So that's one of the aspects of the importance of doing personalized nutrition is getting an accurate number that's associated with you. Like, don't guess. Why would you guess? Would you drive to Texas with your gas tank being broken?
No.
Your gauge?
Nope.
Like, not knowing how much gas is in your tank? We do this to ourselves every day, and we're okay with it. Like, that's not smart. So hire an expert, figure out your macronutrients, set a goal, establish it, and crush it. Okay? All right, we do that. So you can click on the Booksy link and schedule a free appointment with me and discuss it. All right, so on carbs, we got 2 different types of carbs. All right, so we've got high glycemic and low glycemic. So let's talk about high glycemic first. We're still on the subject of carbs that we need and carbs that we don't need. Non-essential, essential. Okay. So we're talking about high glycemic. If you think about the word high, high means high. Glyc means sugar. If you break the word down.
3-year-old, my grandchild with lots of candy.
Yep. And emic, glycemic, emic means blood. So if we break that word down, high glycemic, high blood sugar.
Right.
So high glycemic foods are what you want to, or high glycemic carbohydrates is what you want to avoid. So how do you identify high glycemic foods? So typically high glycemic foods are foods that are easily digested. So they go into your stomach and then your gut really quick. They're broken down really quick and they go to your bloodstream really quick. Your body doesn't have to work for it. And then make sure, and this is the bigger part, and this is what you notice, like once you start eating carbs again, your weight goes back up. It's because of the insulin response.
Right.
So whenever your blood sugar goes up, your body has a autonomic response from the pancreas. It produces insulin. Insulin goes out, bonds to the sugar, drives it to the cell for storage, for storage and fat. So you're putting your body in a storage mode. This is what's critically important about it. That shuts down your body's ability to break down fat. So if you can't break down fat, what are you going to do? Eat more sugar. Yeah. Eat more sugar. Yep, eat more sugar. So you have to break that process. And I'm a firm believer in sorry, we're trying to hold hands. Yeah. Oh my hand, man.
That's sweet.
That's going to be I'm going to make that the cover photo.
There you go. I love that.
Anyway, so high glycemic foods, you want to avoid them. What are high glycemic foods? Typically foods that have been manufactured. So your breads, pastas,
all you can eat,
Doritos, ice cream, anything. Literally the whole building at Olive Garden is high glycemic.
And Crystal's $5.99 all you can eat.
Those aren't real.
That's scary.
I don't think that stuff was ever like even a plant.
They keep trying to make the space meat. I think that is space meat.
That's the meat that's not real. Like it used to be soy. All right, so there are some natural foods. So basically anything that's unnatural that's been manufactured is high glycemic. So anything that's in the on the shelves in boxes that's being manufactured or in jars, you want to avoid. Okay. So remember, high glycemic means the rate at which the body absorbs the food really fast.
Saying that, so, and I know we've talked about it, but and it's still confusing to me. Maybe I'm slow, sorry. But brown rice, steel cut oats. I know that you've recommended those, but that doesn't mean the quick cooks, right? You want to get the whole grains,
right?
Unprocessed, not enriched,
right? Well, enriched is a terminology that they use. They dump vitamins into the product.
Right, but then that's the question though. I mean, should we eat that or should we avoid that and just stick with the?
So when it comes to brown rice, quinoa, and steel cut oats, your body has to work a little bit for it. And we also get a good supply of zinc and B vitamins through those products. So that means yes.
Okay.
So I would add at least 1 to 2 servings of that a day, or sweet potatoes. So it's a good kind of segue of like what types of high glycemic foods are you allowed to eat. All right. So one of the high glycemic foods that we are allowed to eat is sweet potatoes. So if we're going to eat high glycemic carbs, we want to do the ones that are grown from the earth.
Yeah.
Right. So things that have nutrient base. And this is part of the problem with high glycemic foods is they don't have any nutrient base.
Right.
They mess up your gut flora, and your gut flora can't break down food effectively, and it makes you nutrient deficient.
Right.
Then all of a sudden you walk around with no testosterone, and you feel like shit.
And you're craving more pasta.
And you just can't. You just broke. So, all right. Stay away from high glycemic carbohydrates. only one serving a day, maybe two, if you're training pretty hard. Okay. Now, outside of that, low glycemic carbs, low glycemic, low blood sugar. Typically, this is food that kind of identify with growing from earth.
Right.
So you're looking at your spinach, lettuce, your radishes, your coniferous like broccoli and cauliflower, carrots. All those foods are your body has to work to digest them. So the rate at which it's absorbed through the body is slower, right? Slower.
And breaks.
So it goes. It's a slower amount of blood sugar, or your blood. The amount of sugar that goes into blood is lower.
And you're not spiking your sugar up and down.
Yep. A nice slow feed through the day. So it's the reason why when you're going back to the quinoa and oatmeal and stuff like that, it's a slower rate carbohydrate. So it's not that big spike. You're going through a slow feed through the day. So that's the reason why I like steel cut oats, quinoa, brown rice. So generally, low glycemic foods you want to get in every meal. Every meal. That means if you're eating 5 times a day, you want to eat some type of leafy green. You want to eat some type of leafy green as much as you can. So the science says at least 800 grams of leafy greens and vegetables a day. That's in weight. So that comes out to be, and I've weighed it, almost like 2 pounds of leafy greens. It's a lot. So, but that's what the science says. 2 pounds of low glycemic carbohydrates. Guess what? You're gonna have tons of nutrients in your body though, and you're not gonna want to eat anything else because you got 2 pounds of lettuce floating around in your stomach. So guess what? You're gonna lose weight. The crazy thing about it, 2 pounds of lettuce and strawberries and coniferous and broccoli and cucumbers and all that stuff chopped up in a bag is only about 400 or 500 calories.
Wow.
Yep. Crazy. So let's eat some good.
Let me ask one other question before you think about it. So the goal is to keep your blood sugar level, right?
Yep.
Keep it intact. Of course, being
and
fat and old.
closer level of homeostasis.
Right. Yes. Keep it. So with that being said, being a fat old man whose whole family behind him is diabetic, and I'm flirting with it, but I'm not, and I don't want to become. So I know activity helps bring that down, but are there other supplements that help regulate blood sugar?
So there are some supplements that regulate blood sugar. I was talking about it yesterday in the video. Chromium picolinate. Right. Chromium picolinate is one of them. B vitamins is another. Folate, D vitamins, A vitamin, zinc, magnesium.
Right.
All those
things you put me on.
Yeah, exactly. Bam. So all those things that really kind of help your body process carbs, especially sugar in your blood, quicker. That's what you want to take in walking by a truck. So that's the subject matter for today. Carbohydrate.
Carbs. Eat more carbs.
Eat more carbs. Don't limit your carbs. Eat adequate carbs. Don't eat too much carbs. Too much carbs, a whole pizza, and then pasta the next day, and then ice cream the next day.
That's only Friday. That's Fast Friday.
That's Friday. I would be in the hospital. All right, so today is hump day, Halo Top hump day. Enjoy your Halo Tops. You've earned it. Get your weighted walks in. We've hit our mile with our weight, so we have our proof. We've done our stuff for today. Peace. See ya on the next video.